an incredible Bitcoin dominance chart. It's diverged. Bitcoin dominance chart, the altcoin season data that we've been tracking on this YouTube channel, many people have been tracking it, has diverged. And I don't want to backtrack. I don't want to spin it, just to look bullish, but I really want to dissect this and talk about how this could play, one data point, how this could play into that super cycle, the extended bull market that everybody's talking about, the golden era for crypto. I really want to just look at this data objectively, and I want to look at this chart. This is the total crypto market cap chart as a whole. Right now, what is happening here? This wick on the weekly at the 20-week moving average looks insane. In a good way, Ethereum, ADA. I want to take a glance at these charts. Not too crazy analysis in this specific video, but we are in it. This is like the most volatile that I've ever seen crypto. And I've been doing these videos for 7 years. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in. Let's jump into it. Just want to keep track of this. We'll have to track this tomorrow. President Trump's AI and crypto czar, David Sachs, to host press conference on February 4th, 2:30 p.m. about digital assets and how America will secure its position as a leader. It's going to be interesting to see because I think a lot of people, amidst all of the liquidations, the capitulation, are missing the bigger picture. They're at least forgetting about it. I posted this a little bit ago because there has been updates on the tariffs already. Anyone who can zoom out and understand the art of the deal will understand why America is about to enter its golden age. Crypto is absolutely along for the ride. The Trump tariff pressure is already working. Everyone giving Trump a hard time should be thanking him. Mexico president has caved and will send 10,000 troops to the border to help stop the flow of drugs into the U.S. Tariffs now pause for 1 month. Exactly what we voted for, everybody. This is how deals are done. This is how America, all of the taking advantage of, all of the weakness, this is how it's done to get it all back, to make a change. But that news, the tariff news, they absolutely used to flush out the markets. Remember, they flush on good news. In my opinion, this capitulation was triggered on the weekend because there's huge bullish news on crypto coming this week. A massive reset. The most liquidations, more than COVID, more than FTX, the most we've ever seen in crypto. This was insane to watch. And if you've been in crypto for any amount of time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I really think the big players were able to come in, scoop up some cheap crypto. That is what is happening. I want to look at the total crypto market cap chart. And then I want to look at Bitcoin dominance to really talk about, and this is why I wanted to do this video, because what's happening here is so interesting to me. I saw this tech dev cycle doing cycle things. This is total crypto market cap excluding top 10. And just look at the cup and handle patterns throughout these cycles. These are altcoin markets, lower cap cryptos, many of us own. This is what is illustrated here. As you can see, and this will play into the Bitcoin dominance story a little bit, the move has not even happened. The bull market parabolic gains has not even happened. And that's why this is one data point, but there's many data points that suggest the move hasn't happened. But this is why I think it's crazy that a lot of people are just like, it's over. When in my mind, when we look at pieces of data like this, I think it's very clear it's not even happened yet. So, and now that we have this liquidation event, this capitulation event, the setup is even more sound and more strong. This is what the chart looks like that he shared. Look at this wick down to the 200-week moving average. So in the coming weeks, it's going to be pretty fun to evaluate to see if this bounce kind of off the 20-week, but namely the 50 or the 200 down here, the 20 and the 50. Will this chart get back above those moving averages? Will it be sideways? Will it be choppy below those moving averages? That's something I'm watching on this altcoin charts, but we're really looking for what he's identified, the explosive move out of the cup and handle, and that's really what we're waiting for. So time will tell. Total crypto market cap chart. This is all of crypto. Right now, just over $3 trillion market cap. Look at this wick at the 20-week moving average. I wanted to bring up this chart because if we go back and we look at 2 cycles ago where we have so many similar data points across these cycles, just look at the volatility. And this is far past Bitcoin halving. This is the beginning of the bull market. Look at this. Around a 30% move to the 20-week moving average. Even further into the bull market, we have another one. 45% move to the 20-week moving average. Last cycle, we didn't see that 20-week moving average kind of touch nearly as much. It's just full separation you can see there from the 20-week moving average. So we're really starting to see a similarity to 2 cycles ago. And we've talked a lot about that. Many people have been talking a lot about that. And here's what the chart looks like right now. And even on this chart, if you zoom out and you kind of just expand it and you look, just look at how there's such a similarity to kind of the move back here to right here. This is another piece of data, another perspective that I think completely shows the move hasn't started yet. And so this kind of is a good segue to the Bitcoin dominance chart. Okay, I don't mean to backtrack. I'm not trying to backtrack. I'm not trying to spin this as some type of, thing that's bullish for altcoins, but I want to be very realistic about this. Let me first preface by just breaking down what we've been tracking. Bitcoin halvings, previous cycles, right? 245 days after Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin dominance falls, there's altcoin season. Bitcoin dominance last cycle, 2020 Bitcoin halving. Around the same amount of time, 238 days after Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin dominance falls, altcoin season triggered. We've been tracking this cycle, the consistency of that data, right? So this cycle, 217 days, around the same amount of time post Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin dominance started falling, altcoin season triggered. Myself and many other people really just, this is altcoin season triggered starting. And if you look at something like an ADA chart, you can look back, right? Maybe this is altcoin season triggered. Like the escape of altcoins out of the bear market lows, now putting in a higher low. That could be altcoin season triggered from different perspectives. But from solely a Bitcoin dominance chart, no, right? So call it a miscalculation, call it whatever we want to call it. Bitcoin dominance has diverged this cycle. And it's something to keep an eye on. But what I really want to talk about is how this could play into this crypto-wide theory of a super cycle, a hyper cycle. That is to say, look what's happening on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Yes, mass liquidations across altcoins, insane what just happened, illustrated in this weekly candle, brand new weekly candle, the wick on this Bitcoin dominance chart. But look at the higher high. All the while, this is very telling. Look at the lower high on Bitcoin dominance, or on the Bitcoin dominance RSI, the momentum oscillator. That is some bearish divergence right there. The reason I'm saying this is because what if, and this is again speculation, listen, and especially Bitcoin maximalists out there, Bitcoin only people, they might just have the argument, Bitcoin dominance is going to dominate this cycle, altcoins are getting destroyed. That is fine, have that opinion. Just because we have a higher high on Bitcoin dominance, I'm not going to sit here and say that I think that, because I'm thinking a little bit opposite. This could play into this bearish divergence even, the supercycle thesis, the story of a supercycle. Because if right now, and this is something we'll track, and I know people are going to say, man, you're spinning the data, you're just looking for bullishness where there isn't any, but I'm finding bullishness in the bearish divergence on the Bitcoin dominance chart. But if now Bitcoin dominance is going to start falling, maybe it's sideways, maybe it's a little higher and then falling, that would mean true altcoin season. The exciting, here's a tech dev chart, breakout altcoins going crazy has not even started yet. And this could be an illustration of that on the Bitcoin dominance chart. And probably more meaningfully is if you look at the timeline of where we are past Bitcoin halving, now we're going on almost 300 days. So altcoin season's finally kicking in that far after Bitcoin halving could signal this cycle truly is different and already is extending, right? And so if that's the case, this could be an extended bull market. This could be a super cycle. And the explosiveness of altcoin season, if Bitcoin dominance does start falling eventually, could be next level, and like many people are not anticipating. And really, Tech Dev said it: cycle doing cycle things. I'm still waiting for the breakout. I'm still very bullish on altcoins. if not more so right now. And so we're going to continue tracking the news, tracking all of these charts. Ethereum, I wanted to point out, we're going to do a deeper analysis probably tonight, maybe on Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, but I wanted to point this out on Ethereum and then Cardano. Ethereum on the weekly, right now, wicking back in this triangle. I don't know how the weekly candle will close, but Ethereum at the apex of this triangle could be setting up for its move to the upside, the explosive move out of the upper end of this multi-year triangle. ADA, a very similar thing, different type of support area that we're tracking. The bottom of the bull market doors for ADA. Currently, ADA wicking all the way back to that area from 50 cents, the 20-week, the 200-week right there, confluent with the bottom of this bull market door area. ADA on this weekly. Such a meaningful weekly candle. So I'll try and do a more in-depth analysis of altcoins maybe later this evening. But I wanted to just kind of point those two things out. Just absolutely insane altcoin charts right now. And the market as a whole doing something it's never done before. This is unprecedented. I'm tracking the data with you. And one thing is for sure, the cycle is quite exciting to track, to watch. Frustrating. I will absolutely say. I want parabolic gains just like all you guys out there. So we're going to keep tracking it though, and going to also track this news as it breaks tomorrow. So hit the subscribe, turn notifications on, and if you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.